Hello, my name is Christian, or should I say, an old, smooth and soft-spoken British man narrating Christian's eloquent and engaging writing. Besides that, welcome to my history midterm. A deep dive into one of the many interesting topics relating to the American Revolution. Today we'll examine a critical yet often overlooked aspect of this monumental time period, the role of public support. How did public opinion influence the course of the revolution? And how was this sentiment rooted in earlier colonial issues? By analyzing these questions, we can better understand not only the revolution itself, but also the complexities of American identity that emerged from it. But let's start off by looking at some background context to these events. The American Revolution, which took place between 1775 and 1783, was not merely a military conflict. It was a profound social and political upheaval. To appreciate its significance, we must first consider the context from which it arose. Colonial dissatisfaction had been brewing for decades prior to the first shots fired at Lexington and Concord. A series of taxes and regulations imposed by the British government ignited the flames of rebellion. The Stamp Act of 1765 marked one of the first instances of widespread protest against British rule. It mandated that all printed materials in the colonies carry a tax stamp, affecting newspapers, legal documents, and even playing cards. This tax, imposed without the consent of the colonies, incited outrage and resistance. The rallying cry of "no taxation without representation" quickly became a powerful slogan for those who felt disenfranchised. In response to these injustices, the Stamp Act Congress convened in 1765, uniting delegates from 9 colonies. They produced a Declaration of Rights and Grievances, asserting their rights as Englishmen and demanding representation in Parliament. This early form of collective action laid the groundwork for a burgeoning sense of unity among the colonies, highlighting that dissatisfaction with British policies was not isolated but widespread. The Congress marked a significant step towards organized resistance, setting the stage for future revolutionary efforts. One of the most influential publications was Thomas Paine's Common Sense, published in January 1776. Paine's work presented a compelling argument for independence in clear, accessible language. He critiqued the monarchy and championed the idea of self-governance, effectively rallying support across various social classes. By appealing to both reason and emotion, Paine transformed abstract political concepts into tangible calls to action. His pamphlet sold over 100,000 copies in its first few months, making it one of the most widely read works of its time. This demonstrates the immense power of public discourse in shaping revolutionary sentiment, as it reached even those who were previously indifferent. However, it's important to recognize that support for the revolution was not uniform. The colonial population was deeply divided. Wealthy elites often feared the chaos that might accompany rebellion, while loyalists remained committed to the British Crown. This division posed significant challenges for revolutionary leaders. While many middle and lower-class colonists embraced revolutionary ideals, they often did so for differing reasons, leading to tensions within the movement. The Loyalists, or Tories, constituted a substantial segment of the population, including merchants, landowners, and individuals with strong ties to Britain. Their resistance to the revolution highlighted the complexities of colonial identity. Many Loyalists believed that rebellion would lead to economic instability or violence. After the war, those who remained loyal often faced persecution, forced exile, or social ostracism. Public support was also crucial for maintaining the Continental Army. Volunteers were essential for enlisting soldiers, and military success was often dependent on popular morale. Local militias, bolstered by public sentiment, played a significant role in early conflicts like the battles of Lexington and Concord, where community members rallied to defend their homes. Despite initial victories, the Continental Army faced dire challenges, including shortages of supplies, lack of training, and fluctuating enlistment numbers. Maintaining public support during tough times was crucial. Revolutionary leaders like George Washington understood that public morale could shift based on military outcomes. leading to efforts to keep the populace engaged and invested in the cause. But what was the legacy of this public support after the war? While the revolution achieved independence from Britain, it did not entirely resolve the issues that had fueled public sentiment. The question of representation remained contentious, and the new republic faced its own challenges related to governance and economic stability. The debates surrounding the formation of the new government highlighted the divisions that persisted among the population. The Revolutionary War sparked discussions about rights, citizenship, and representation that would continue to evolve. The Constitution, ratified in 1788, attempted to address some of these issues, but it also led to new debates, particularly regarding the balance of power and the rights of marginalized groups. In conclusion, public support played a crucial role in the success of the American Revolution. Rooted in earlier colonial grievances, it united diverse groups against a common enemy. However, the divisions that emerged during the Revolution were never fully resolved. Instead, they laid the groundwork for ongoing discussions about liberty, representation, and identity in the new nation. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of the American Revolution and the critical role of public support. If you found this analysis insightful and entertaining, feel free to share it with whoever you'd like. And also by giving it a good grade. Keep questioning and exploring the rich tapestry of our history.